I've seen a lot of little baby stabbings too. Like, you know, I actually got stabbed the day before I went home, 2 days before I went home. He comes up, he had a sweatshirt, and he was like this. So I was just, we're gonna do this? He's like, get me here, boom, 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 boom. And when he was down, he got me a couple times. I got a couple, boom. Like, I ain't stripped.
Got a moment when they see you down, just know they love it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. I got very special guests with me today. Why don't you tell the people your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself, bro?
I'm Billy Hallian, 52. My story's been locked up since probably 17, like 26 and a half years. I'm out of that lifestyle, you know. Anybody that knows me, I'll be doing 2 for 3s at the store and everything. I thought that was fun. But I got out on parole in 96. I was back in 18 days and finished it up. A lot of East Cambridge, North Cambridge, dude. Everybody. West, even West Cambridge. They're a little different, but I like them. What else?
So how much time would you say you have in total in the system?
That's pretty much like, let me think, not DUI, right? DUI?
Yeah, because you're locked up, you're away from your family. How much time in the system?
I had a case, you know, someone had raped my sister, and she's not my sister, actually. She's a cousin. And my family don't even still know it. I'm just going to find out tonight. My mother, you know, and that's what my juvenile case was in L. And fortunately, when I told like in the process of finding out why I was in the arraignment, pre-arraignment, I think, the guy's grandmother and mother were there, and when they said they got to talk, look, this is DUI, we're in court, it wasn't supposed to be just me and him. It was probably the best thing because they went into it, and the mother said, I got this word from, my son is showing animalistic behavior. The grandmother came and gave me a kiss on the head. I had a whiffle, so this isn't always like it is. But they didn't. They were advocating. Like yes.
So you kind of you did the right thing for a family member. Sometimes I feel like our morals in the law, sometimes what we got to do for the people we love is just gonna fall on the other side of the law. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean? But talk to me a little bit about, after DYS, how much time do you have in the adult system total together? If you were to guess.
Let me think. I can say I'm one of the graduates of Bill Ricker. House of Correction. That place was run by.
Because you got a couple 10-year sentences. And
11 and 10.
So
yeah,
you got over 2 decades, roughly.
And I'm very ashamed of it. Not for what I've done. You know what I mean? My shit was armed robberies. I enjoyed them, but I don't do that at all anymore. I wrapped up February 17th. Of 2017, and I didn't look back. I've been, you know what I mean? I did do one stupid little thing. I got, you know what I mean? Got arrested for using someone else's ID. You feel? Like they were looking, got my, you know, when you're driving, they were like, kick the license. He goes, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but you ain't been in trouble for 5 years, like,
for sure.
You know.
So. I mean, a lot of times things add up in life, and we live in certain ways, and you know, it comes to a heat, and then we start getting arrested. But a lot of times, there's stuff going on before the actual criminal activity. So, talk to me about, like, where did you grow up, and what was your household like, and what the family environment was like growing up.
I grew up in Malden for a lot of years. Let's see, I was with the Crabapple. Dated. I hope you're watching. No, it's like a split. You know what I mean? You know me. Like the 100 kids will tell you, nah, but he's from Charlestown, and the Charlestown kids will be like, he's really not, but he does stay out here a damn lot. So I kind of say it's 50-50. But where my family was, great people, insane people. My father, by the way, he had me for 6 months. Boop, end of that. Never saw him again. Jeez. And so my mother saw his sister, and my mother went right by, like, to her name, and she was like, oh my God, I've been looking for you guys for so long. Well, my grandfather on that side was dying.
Damn.
And I needed some answers, you know, and I always heard that, like, he used to do the numbers, you know what I mean? Nothing big.
Yeah.
You know, little petty crime shit.
Right.
Very good, man. I only got 2 days with him.
Damn.
You know, it sucked. You know how broken families we.
Yeah.
Like if someone talks about, oh my God, my father, yeah. What about your mother, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. A lot of times.
my mother did. It was, everybody knows my mother. A lot of people. My mother would take people in, lay on the couch type of thing. Yeah. They'd wake up the next day and it was, you know, pancakes or something.
Yeah.
My mother's. I don't care who's. My mother's chief probation officer out of Somerville. Wow. She was asked to resign. Yeah. Because of her beautiful son, and it wasn't about that. She hated seeing the unjustful things. You know what I mean? She hated it, not like lost sleep. Oh, by the way, and when she's going to work at night, she went to Bentley College. Wow. She got her, I think, her master's.
For her.
Didn't use it. She just didn't like it.
Yeah,
she passed like the law exam for math. You know what I mean? But my family is great. At least everyone thinks it's great.
So, also, talk to me about like siblings, right? You're not an only child. I know you have sisters. Got any brothers and stuff as well? Talk about that.
I got 3 brothers from my father that when he died, I didn't care. They reached out then. When do you reach out? You can switch on this?
Yeah, you can switch. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I can't help with it. He's a piece of fucking shit. Absolutely. He used me as a fucking trophy, and I thought girls did that. Yeah. But anywho, because I was kind of good at hockey, and people go, maybe I go to college or something like that.
So 3 brothers.
I have 3 brothers on that side. I have no sisters. I wish I did, because I have amazing sisters. I have a sister who's we're all Christians, but she's taken it to that level. But she's not one of those. Hail Mary, full of grace. You know, she prays the legit stuff for everybody and herself. She's very giving for her heart. Anyways, and I think you remember my sister Kathleen, perfect little girl. What did she do? She goes, I believe it was South Carolina. Where's Myrtle Beach?
One of the Carolinas. I'd be lying if
I know.
Gun to my head, and if I get parole on the line, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but she went out there because she was living in Indiana, and so they went to the real good golf tournament. Doesn't matter. Right. Don't waste any time. But she, I believe, she took something orally, and the next day she was off in left field. Yeah. So they brought her back to Indiana, and she went out something. I wasn't there because all she says is lies. I love her, but she can't tell the truth for nothing. But no, she can. But so she goes to Indiana. Just stuff she was saying was out in left field. Wow. And so my mother was like, get her here. She went out there for better education. You know how, even though Malden High was the second lowest, years ago, we were top 10, I believe now. That's a turnaround.
Absolutely, that's good.
Because the Asian people out there are a lot of them. That's cool. They're not ever bothering anybody. They're out there doing their Tai Chi. They're good, you know what I mean? But she got into.
Okay. So tell me where do you fall in line as far as oldest and youngest? You're older than your 2 sisters? So talk about that, and then compared to your brothers too. Where do you fall as far as the age?
My brothers grew up with my father.
But are they older than you?
No, I'm the one. I'm number one. I'm not saying number one.
Oldest.
Yeah, and what do you call it? On both sides. Yeah. And so when
shout out to the oldest. I'm the oldest too, bro. You know what I mean? Firstborn son, the rightful heir to the throne.
Yeah, you gotta give him some what you get. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're the oldest though.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I had a bit of a temper if someone bothered them, my mom or my friend. Yeah. And a lot of times I stood there with 5 dudes around me and I get my ass whooped. But I was there. They know I was there. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna let your siblings. You're not gonna let them get there.
No, I'm gonna do my thing. 3 or 5, whatever. I'm gonna get one.
No doubt.
But anyways, my sister Kathleen. I want to tell this about drugs. She comes back. She's 18 years old. She's pregnant. We didn't know that, and I got a girl pregnant. I didn't know that. Wow. And it's all fucking when I got out. It's you're supposed to get out on a Parole and be good. I
Yeah.
couldn't be good because of this psychopath that I'm trying to get away. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
nice
yeah.
guy, being a really good person, like get the fuck out of my life after you're so nice to her.
Yeah.
She drove on sidewalks, like with
Okay.
her daughter. Billy!
I know people like that.
Yeah, man. And so anyways, I forgot I have a beard.
Looks good though.
I'll tell you this though. My family, everyone will say how loyal, they are. You know, you're homeless, anything. Come on in Sundays. And then if you're cool, like my grandmother will go, look, you smack your ass, get the fuck up and go eat the food. Great person, my grandmother, my best
Shout
friend.
out to the grandmother.
She's gone now, obviously. But anyways, Kathleen came back pregnant. We had to get her on something. She was like not showing. So they put her on the methadone clinic.
Okay.
Yeah. Out in the downtown area because she had to have it. Well, because she was baby. So my mother's like, yeah, we're going to pray, kumbaya, that she's okay and everything.
Yeah.
And she had a beautiful boy. And we were going to put him up for adoption because she was just starting to be out. And I talk for mental illness, like, because you know me, I am half retired, not retired, but I left field a lot.
No doubt.
But she after even a few weeks, I think, before she had the baby, you know, she was already set up. My mother went to California for a while. Found the right person. She got because she was coming down here, 10 grand, I think, or free. I can't remember all the time because I got a little, you know.
Let me stop you for a second though, because I don't know how much she's gonna want out there too. You know
It's
what I mean?
all good.
So, okay. I just wanted a little reminder that we're not just
my
talking.
sister's DMH. By the way, the reason she was here. Now we'll just get quicker because I don't want to waste time. She had like it's called a long something pro-G. Anyways, her heart, she was doing pills and stuff. When you're on the methadone and you do like certain pills, you get mixed up in a yarn. And that's what happened to her, you know what I mean? And it didn't go away to this day.
Yeah.
But because when you get bipolar with schizophrenia and things like that, Beanie, don't worry, I'm good with you, my sister. It makes you sad, like really sad to go from what she, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But right now, you know, she's going through it. My mother's like, yeah, get in here.
We'll keep praying. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep praying for her. I
Kathleen.
want to touch on, all right, you got a lot going on too, kind of a, you know, wild childhood, man. Talk to me about how you did like in school, right? Did you behave? Were you getting in trouble? Talk about like behavior-wise and academically. How did you do in school?
Not even on you. Oh, there you go.
I got it, man. Don't worry. Thank you, though.
I don't want to screw it up. You know, you only get one chance with me. I'm like this inside, fellas.
It's all good, bro. Careful with the shirt, though. That might. No, you good. Just be cognizant of it.
Yeah.
But go ahead. How did you do in school?
So in school, education-wise, I was pretty smart, they said. But I had something called fight or flight, and I didn't really use the flight too much. Just stayed there and get it in if I had to. And I'm not at all tough guy. I got a few black and blues that they still hurt. Yeah. But I was good at school until I wasn't. Like first, second, third grade, they were like, he's a pleasure to be with.
Yeah.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, go to heaven. No, it was got great grades. Yeah. But I was getting older. I don't know where my father is now because I thought everyone had a mother and that was it. Legit. I was like, who's the guy? You know what I mean? This whole pregnancy thing. And so we'll just go back to my family. I've never drunk alcohol. My grandfather, I was young, DY, like get him and bring him home. He worked at Schraff's over here, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's actually the guy that did the whole thing. He had a city job because they couldn't fire him because he did his own. He didn't know what he did. He was that smart. Yeah. And he kept his crew, and they did. But everyone thought the Hallian family. You know, we were. I've gotten tied in a closet for 3 days with one of my uncles. Wow. And he's talking to me about you got to be a Marine. Wow. Yeah. But I'm Inspector Gadget. I was like, and I got out, and I'm not messing. This dude's 6'4", 290, 280. You know what I mean? I think he grew another foot when he was 21.
Wow.
But he was jealous. He was the baby of the family, and he wanted to get that baby family, you know.
Yeah.
Well, what about his other brothers? I've asked. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's just, you go to your mother, can I get $5? She gives you 20 for the week. My grandmother.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's 5, and I do have him mentally retarded. He was born, he had spinal meningitis, and just his whole head was like basically, I had a hard time talking about my body. But
What's that? Is that your brother?
you know, my uncle. They're all my uncles.
Okay,
They're awesome guys. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Back then,
no doubt.
you know, I got them. I respect them all. Forgive, difficult, certain. But I had uncles, like my oldest uncle, Shimmy. Shim means S-H-I, well, you know, S-H and H-I-M.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's Shim.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to get the name and it
No doubt.
didn't work. I think I was a little bored.
So
Go ahead.
So with all
I'll tell you.
With all this going on at home though, when does it become a problem in school? Like your behavior, where does it really come to like a head where things start getting really serious as far as like your behavior? Do you get kicked out of school?
I got kicked.
What's the extent of that?
I was not a day out of school. I got like a 5-day suspension for when I was in kindergarten. And
That's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, there was a school here. That's where I went. It was, Head Start type and good place. So you know, blah blah. Well, my uncles always got to walk home for lunch back then, so I used to see them. So I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a bad thing as a
Yeah,
young
when you're
kid
that young.
because they put out the Amber Alert.
Oh, man.
But I didn't start showing aggression. And I'm a bully bash. You know me. I do not or take dudes that you know. Nah. It's not their fucking fault.
Right.
And that gets me very because of my uncle.
Yeah.
But
Hits a soft spot.
yeah, they're all hot. I'm in soft spots. You know what I mean?
So
It's kind of you, like when you came through Bill Ricker, you were a little bastard. Excuse me, good dude, but
right, little shits.
good.
Well, we thought we were. We thought we were
we
shits.
thought we were all
but
things
whatever.
except pepper.
It was a good time at that time. I tell you what, man.
Hey, listen,
unfortunately,
I wouldn't
we made
change-
the most of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Well, we were doing bad things in the situation.
Yeah, fair to say. Fair
know?
to say. That place was a little nuts. So let's get into
Good.
that, right? Let's get into doing time. Like when does that begin? Because we had met in Bill Ricker around like 2006. So at this point, you've already been.
I was already running. I got the
already
on and
in the
after.
system.
Yeah.
So talk about like your first adult.
Time?
Doing time. Yeah. Talk about that. What leads up to you? Like what is it? The allegations. What happens? How much time do you get?
All right. My first case, my mother was a PO. She was telling me, "You're gonna be all right. Don't say anything." I have like Tourette's of the head, just like you have Tourette's of the hand. But so I got probation violation. They gave me that, and I finished that shit, and it was all right. That was only I don't even remember. How's that? It was something real stupid. But my mother did the right thing and used her little what do you call it? Her little power that she had.
Clout?
Yeah, I mean she's a PO. You know what I mean? And you know whatever. Anyways, they sentenced me to like 8. Forget my. It was
18
not
months or something, but county
back.
did.
No, but yeah.
Or was that first one's a
in-
county one?
Yeah. No. My first one was a state bid, but I didn't talk
Okay.
about that because I ended up getting it next, so I didn't do it, right?
Yeah.
But no. What was I saying? What was I just saying?
So you
Oh,
talk
my
about
mom-
the first time doing
all
time.
right, I can remember onion rings. You know, booking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, remember Sergeant Little? He did it for 25 years.
Little, yeah. Bill Ricker, yeah.
Yeah. So I went through that, and so it stayed with me.
Wow.
Then the onions, right? And I got dudes in there, because I'm like this big. You know, I'm smaller than you. And then they hit the button. No, but they're like, "Oh, bro, you don't even know." Like, really trying to get it in my head.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Who are these? The COs? And
No,
booking?
no.
These
You remember the big?
These are the inmates when you
yeah,
get in
like
there.
they come back from court, or they got
yeah.
sentenced or whatever. Me, you know, walking off.
You good?
Yeah, they made me a little. I don't get nervous when I can't do anything about it except try.
So what was it? It was the smell of onion rings.
Oh,
What do you mean? Like that just stuck with you every time?
Yeah, like I hate even doing it. Like, but the young kids, they're like, "Oh my God, tell me how you? Oh, you did that? Oh my God, Bubba Good? Yeah. Cambridge dude.
I've heard of him. Yep.
Yeah, Dynamite Jude. He's been great for the last 36 years. But anyways, you go right up to the nurse's station. Well, everyone was out on the 8 o'clock, rec. Yep. And third tier went with second because it was like, at that time, there's no room anymore. And they're like, all right, you go to this, whatever. Just go out here, keep going straight. The screw thing is right and on left, kind of, and go talk to him. I was like, by myself? No. So I went over there. And they looked at what I was like, I was nervous, but my uncles, everybody's like, you've done everything there is to do with a kid. Like, we've beaten you half to death. So just look them in the face.
You've been training for this.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. I looked and I'm like, remember Bundy? I got dudes that, like, I'm like,
it's a big boy.
Oh my gosh. And then you had to, like, I wanted to cry, to be honest with you, because like I seen like 40 dudes, and I'm like, I just 18 months, like 9 months to serve. I didn't care about that kid about getting out of here. Yeah. So I was on secretary locked in, and remember that real short break if you're on third and two.
I think when they split the recs.
Yeah, they split. He used to be. I was there when it was
everybody
sweats. It ain't the way. And so I go in my cell. No one was there, so I'm thinking it's my cell. Like, you know what I mean? This dude was broke, by the way, and that's where it is. And so I just took all the stuff. I'm like, why don't they give it when they go home? What? So dude comes in after.
Oh, shit's fucked.
And dude was sorry for him, but he was a straight hooter. Hurt. I actually remember that.
Yeah.
He couldn't even, like, I would be like, bro.
But what did he say when he went in there?
He
and
came in. Now, this dude's big as shit. And when he came, I was like, "This is gonna suck." You know what I mean? And he was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "Billy Hallahan." Nice. You know what I mean? And he turned out to be all right, dude. Yeah. I forget his name because I got a little shit wrong. No doubt. Eric something. But he kind of helped me out for a few.
Okay.
And Mikey Medeiros will say the same thing, that I helped him out. You know what I mean? Remember the sergeant up there, talking about Portuguese? Doesn't matter. He would screw with everybody. You know what I mean? Because he had a lock and key.
Yeah.
Not Mikey. He flooded till the world gets out. You know what I mean? He had his hand inside.
I heard he fished the logbook from the thing and
he
tore
did. He was late. So listen, he's so out of control. Right? He's been in there for like 60 days. Back then, for that, it's pretty much. He's fried chicken. You know what I mean? So he's like this for a week, and I'm rather, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'd go, "Oh, Billy, how you doing?" Yeah, it's on my 13th. Later on, I've been here 13 fucking days, and they ain't getting, you know, whatever. So that particular person, not my buddy, he was he's a very bad boy. So Sergeant comes over to me and it's like, "Listen, you seem to have a lot of people that just don't do anything." You know what I mean? I don't know why he came to me. Maybe it's because I was like the first Caucasian, closest to him, because he was Caucasian, obviously. And he's like, "You want to go in Medeiros?" I'm like, "Who? Which one?" Like, you say Medeiros out here, you have no clue. It's all Portuguese. And they were like, "We'll give you $25 worth of canteen every other day." I was like, "I don't work for the cops." But I was like, "For what?" They were like, "There's a kid Medeiros down there, and he's so out of control. He's like, you have 90 days. I'll let the both of yous out in 25 from now." Okay, what I saying? So, he goes, "I'll get you your blank." Oh, that shit. So I mean, that was the thing with how I met him, and it's crazy, right? Because he was in there with me so many times after, like that. They had the place kind of ready for him when he came back. But the fucked up thing, so I get out, and remember I was on parole, so they instated it again.
Yeah.
And I was a young dude. You know, back then, even now, right? I feel like a kid still.
No doubt.
Except when I try to jog, I know I'm not anymore. I try to do this and this, but so you're in a waiting environment in Walpole, and I didn't even know he was there. You know,
so let's talk about
well,
let's bring it back a little bit, right?
Okay.
You were with and I'm so proud of Mikey too, man. That's my homeboy, East Cambridge. I'm so proud of you and how well he's doing.
19 years, bro.
Yeah, man.
Or 16. This dude couldn't stay out for 5 minutes.
Yeah. No,
and that's a fact.
I'm super proud of him. So,
Yeah.
but let's get Bill of Ricker now. This is time you guys are in Bill of Ricker together. So, like, talk when you get short and like, what's your mind state, bro? Do you start like thinking in your head like, oh, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna go on the straight and the narrow. Talk about it.
I'll tell you, as I was leaving, we have to talk to Mikey Little. He was there with me, didn't even know it. I got him my butt. So, anyways.
But you said you didn't want to go home. You just said.
I didn't want that's why I was like, whatever. I was, you know what I mean? It was my 10-year bid, you know what I mean? And when I got there that night, there was it was just a difference from where the fuck I was before.
Right. So just for clarification, were you on like an old Concord bid and that's how you ended up in Bill Ricker, or was this a different county bid?
It was a different county bid, and the ATF said, let us, like, it was kind of up to me, and they were like, take them, you know.
No doubt.
And so they got me, and I got reading.
Okay.
Yeah, and because I was good, I really didn't do nothing. But that's
so you
what I
didn't
did.
Had any plans on changing or anything? You wanted to kind of.
It wasn't in me yet, brother. Like, it really wasn't.
Absolutely.
Like, some people say, oh, well, listen, I did 5 years in DDU, and that's where I wrapped up from. And I do that. I'm nobody, but.
Right, so I mean,
that's that. You know?
I'm sure Bill Ricker at the time must have almost been like close to freedom. I mean, it's an open place. Like I said, we made the most. We had some fun, bro.
Yeah, bringing up cigarettes off the line, like, hey, you, and they were looking around.
That was before my time, the cigarettes. I didn't get there till a few years later. Yeah. You guys are a little bit older than me.
Yeah, but Mikey would be like, hey, you, and they'd look, and he was just some things that made him happy was being crazy. But with me, I missed my family. Like, I ended upstate. I'll talk about that. I was fortunate to just have good dudes around me, and I started to be like, this can be my life, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost. That time was very truthful to myself. Half the time I'm lying about, like, oh, I'm going on 90, 100 years. That was just because I was nervous. You know what I mean? And I guess my father found out I was in prison. My father got 45 years or something like that in the feds, and he flipped the case. I don't know, Mom, you got to tell me.
Right.
But he flipped his case to go home.
Okay.
Guess he's doing great, whatever. Okay. He died, so a lot of, I would have, I'm flipping his grade and burn. Anyone who has a kid and leaves them, whatever. No. Anywho.
That's valid. Those feelings are valid.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you, bro.
And for my family, when you asked, outside, awesome. Inside, every Thanksgiving, the brothers are fight. Oh my God,
Thanksgiving. That's funny you said that. My family too. It's always something crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't ever on Christmas. It was the night before, and I remember that shit, but I don't remember anything about 8 years old, what have you. You know what I mean?
No doubt. So you get out of Bill of Ricker, right? You kind of obviously
chilled for me.
You're still kind of living that lifestyle. Like what? So what's next? You get out of Bill of Ricker, and then what? How long until you end up getting locked back up, and then talk about
a year and some change, because I knew what Bill Ricker was, and I also knew what I learned from certain people that were already in that time. Yeah, I did 20 straight, got out, ain't that bad. Yeah, okay. This is not life for me. So I wanted to be better. Yeah. But when I got out, like I said, Bill Ricker was nothing. I thought it was something. Yeah. It was, Bill Ricker House of Pancakes. Yeah. And, but it got me, you know what I mean? It gave me that bug to make money, not just, rob some liquor store and get 200, you know what I mean? And I'll admit, I have crazy family back then, lovely, but just nuts. You know what I mean? You of all people, and my mother went through some stuff too, and she's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mother's
She
really
has
awesome.
4 kids now, and she doesn't have any kids now. I mean, she's taken all Kathleen's children. Like, lady, get on something. You know what I mean? She doesn't. She's very, very sick, and this Massachusetts stuff does not care. The new stuff they got out, whatever it's called, the heroin, nothing, it's probably not in there.
Yeah,
One of my,
fatty.
we actually tried to do it, and he's dead, man.
Yeah.
But
Shit happens all the time, man.
all
So-
the time. I know that you're on Facebook, and you do great.
Yeah.
You know about everything. I mean, you know,
I feel like if it wasn't for Facebook, half of the people that have passed away, I wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? I would have no
people
idea.
like
So
you really cared about,
You know?
but you don't
You would
see
have no
it.
idea,
No,
right?
and then he moves to Cali, zilch.
Yeah.
That happened a lot.
Yeah.
I know it did to you because you're on that thing like yesterday.
for sure, bro.
You know, and that's
So,
good.
Talk to me about the events that kind of lead up to like the what is it, ATF getting involved?
Oh,
with the
that was
feds,
just because
something
it was my I had caught with the machine gun during that situation, and that was all
Okay.
just put together. And
So pretty much because it was like an
it was
assault rifle kind of deal.
Was
it the because of the
it's
kind
a
of gun?
modified machine, a modified gun,
Mm-hmm.
and the ammo was just straight, whatever that is, and that was why ATF was involved.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I did have, like, I had 2 bank robberies, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck did I get into? Like,
So I mean,
That
was there any drugs or anything else, or was that just strictly just that?
no,
gun case?
I never caught someone, thank God. Because, but it's crazy. Like, back then, they would punish you. Not that I want anyone punished, but back then, they do shit. Now, they're selling this stuff, it's killing people. Not messing them up.
Right.
Killing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I know you pray for everybody and do you. But this environment, how long I known you?
Yeah.
Forever.
20 years about,
20, 21 years. And this thing they're doing, I have to say,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you,
Well,
bro.
actually, you have no problem. That's
wish.
good. Yeah.
Well, I guess when you got God, you got no problems, right?
Yeah, I guess
So did you end up getting a federal sentence, or was that something that you beat? Or talk a little bit about
No,
how that comes. Like
That was concurrent. Remember, so I went
Okay.
back. I had a 15 to 20 with a 15 to 30 from an alpha, concurrent from Wizards. So I didn't have. I already had gone because they enforced me going to Bill Rick. I thought I was going to Fed. I was like, yes, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? All that good shit. It ain't that good, I've been told.
No,
But
yeah.
they did that. But I got so it started not to be fun.
Yeah.
When I got snatched up for nothing, and I had a new PO. Oh, actually not a PO. It was like a person they go through. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
Bad.
I mean, you know, they just put their trickery on that, and they do what they do. But the judge, seeing how I'm a little guy, I'm not a big dude, and I'm not a troublemaker until trouble comes my way. And you know, everyone knows what happens with that. You know, I'm very, very, very not solid, yeah.
No doubt.
But I'm not the biggest fighter in the world. But they, it stinks because I just found out, even though it's a concurrent sentence, but it's ran off my second. I have 2 guns now. You know what I mean? And the grace of God, my first peer, whatever the fuck he really was,
Yeah.
he said, give him a break. And I never, ever saw the word break before.
Yeah, we don't get breaks.
We don't get breaks, man. You tell, you smell it. I mean, me and you, people,
Yeah.
just wasn't it. You know what I mean? And they want me to tell on a couple of things. And I was like, let me get 2 cigarettes. Come on. I need 2 more. You know what I mean?
I don't know nothing.
Hey, what you gonna do? Then I gave him that little thing. I was like, put me in my cage. They were like, what? This little kid, God, you know what I mean? But it is. So I did that, and I just did the other bid, 11. That one kind of got me because I always thought, like, you know, I'm in this block, you know, the whatever block. People don't take shit block. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Being there, I had to really
And this is Walpole?
Walpole,
So let's talk about this. How old are you when your first time at Walpole, right? Talk about that experience. Like, how do you know where to sit? Like, talk about pulling up. I mean, it's an old place. Talk about the whole experience, right? You're pulling up. Talk about it.
All right. They had just me, and it was a sex offender freaking van. Now, it was because I was there. They didn't tell me that shit. Like, usually, they would come in these two, like, things, and all right, that. So you know how it is when you're waiting to go to you've been to Concord, you see dudes like, hey, because they've been there 2 months waiting to go to wherever. So mine was a long time, but I was there, and I didn't realize some dude, Mikey Wynn, remember Mikey? Yeah, he stabbed someone with a pen. And he's so funny, like, he's poking this guy with a pen. Dude's like, get out of here.
Where was this, in Walpole?
This is in Concord.
Concord, okay.
They don't see a lot of stabbings. You know.
Right. I think a couple when I was there. Yeah, not much.
No.
It wasn't like all the time.
No, it wasn't
all the time.
No, it was that place was all say. I used to call it PC with the AC. You know what I mean?
There's some AC in the J build.
No, it's not a bad spot. Like if you're just trying to do you. But anyways, I went to.
So that's when it was classification, right?
It was.
All that was going down.
The first one was. Second one, I had to go, and I hated their whole. Didn't you? They'd go like this. You want rec? I'm like, and then they still run, and you only got like one. What was it? One Monday, Tuesday, Friday.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
So let me back up. Right, this first time going to Walpole, is it because you were classified from Concord, or did you get in trouble, or was Walpole classification at that? Talk about that Walpole stay.
All right,
bro.
you do you don't really get it is by watching. Like they get the ips everywhere over there, and they got the eyes all fucking half the fucking half the inmates, and fucking it was kind of crazy the way it was. I've seen screws like talking. See guys talking. Like you've been there. So I just hated it. So what happens? My mom, Mikey Eminem. He's like, I get so different. No. And I said, Mikey, you ain't doing that. I want it out. He did some crazy shit. Took the toilet off the, I was like, what the hell is this kid doing? You know what I mean? And
how do you even know how to do that?
Right. So what they did with him is they put him in this special, cell, I think, and whatever. And then they said, you're going to go over next to him. Why do they think I can tame this savage? And anyways, I went immediately to Walpole. I was like, what took you so long? They were like, you got lost, you haven't done nothing. So they brought a Skinner dude, and I said, yeah. I was on my way to Walpole too. And I should have done this shit a long time ago. Say, hey Mike, do something crazy. Because he got classed to Concord. He wasn't having that. He just wasn't. He'd been there before.
Now we talking about my Mikey, or the Mikey you talking about the neck Mikey? Okay. Well, you talk about the Mikey Wynn too for a second.
Yeah. Oh, Mikey Wynn. Yeah, I don't even know anything about. Oh, I thought it was.
No, you're good. You're good. Stop fucking with it.
I'm not doing shit.
All right. So Mikey wasn't trying to stay in Concord, and then
he wasn't trying to stay in Concord. He wanted to go back to the max. I've never been there. I never. And he's like me and Mikey tight, like brothers tight. You know what I mean? And he told me how it was, and I was like, wow, my last one was really difficult. You know what I'm saying? So when they never, I was talking to a screw that didn't know my sister, and I was like, what color hair? And he knew who she, you know how people say, oh yeah, I know he's, F you. So, what was it about?
So, I mean, from Concord to Walpole, pretty much. Is that how it went down?
I guess I got a 3-1 vote to go to Walpole. I didn't even talk to anybody, which is fine. I wrote a thing.
Classification?
I got classification by a ghost, because I didn't do. And there was a kid, Billy Halloran, and they kept, you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
And I'm a
similar name. Yeah.
And so they just took advantage of it. Remember, I told you that they were like, yeah, we're gonna get this dude out here. And so that's what they did, and they brought a
so they bring, now they bring you to Walpole, you get there, talk about that experience. Like, how do you know where to sit at the chow hall, bro?
Right.
Like, I mean, Walpole, I heard those tables were something serious, or at least people would die over those tables.
I'll get to that real quick. Have you ever seen Walpole? You ever go?
I've never.
You should do it just for experience.
Do they do tours now? They might.
They might. Yeah, they might.
Well, it's been closed for a little bit. But.
Yeah. Oh,
so
isn't it pre-class still?
No.
Oh,
no,
damn.
Max. They do that up to Shirley Max now. Classification.
So when I got there, the walls are really big. Nothing crazy though. I was like, all right. Then I moved up. Oh, they open this thing. Click. I hate that click sound. And when it does something you do, I'm like, so I go in and I hear, yeah, boom, blah, blah. Guys playing basketball, street hockey, all kinds of stuff. And then I'm like, are they killing someone? Like, you know what I mean? So it was a Friday, November 4th, I believe. And that was when they're like, you get a small, like, hey, breathe. Yeah, all right, give me breath. Beat it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, like, I went to the wrong side. You got the max and the minimum end. I chose the minimum end. And the guy's like, where you go? Fish? I'm like, fuck fish. No one else was around here. I'd have to do something.
Right.
So I just turned, went back, and there was a nurse that was all right. And she was like, first time? Yeah. No, what I mean? And she was like, all right, you're down there in Suffolk one. And that block, even, I'm saying from before me, has been notorious for, you know, bad things happening. So, and I knew that because this idiot kid had been up there.
So what's going through your mind? Like, you know this. What's going through your mind?
I just went down. They didn't have gym that night. It was like whatever. Every white kid came to like my son. I'm like, what the hell? And I remember my uncle like, keep your head up, dude. Just keep your head up. And I kept my head up, but they were there. They're like, we already know your dad fucking wrote a letter to Ricky Costa. And he's like the godfather, I think, for him. And his head he was.
So that must have been a relief, though, huh?
No, it was good. It was good to like have people that have been in, and you know, I mean, young dudes like, but that's one which I can, if I ever come again or whatever you want, I could tell you the expression that everyone feels, and if they don't, then you know what I mean.
No.
So I went up to Ricky's cell 71, never forget, and he's like, hey, how you doing, man? You know, the Italian thing. I found out before he died he was Portuguese. No one knew. I know what I mean? But I was scared to death. I'll be honest with you, 100%. Like I knew I could fight a little bit, but these dudes using knives, and they're not knives, bro.
Yeah.
They are like on a piece of paper. So you know.
Yeah. So I mean,
it was just
what's going through your mind the first time you're there, and then not even if you see it, but just something real happens because high stakes. What's going through your mind, like, so you know how serious things are?
I don't really get it. I don't like that shit.
Doubt.
No, but I'll tell you some shit, really, because your eyes go wherever. I was going to the movie. Oh, we have movie theater. Like, yeah, it's all segregated.
Yeah.
And, of course, I went to the Spanish shit, and I got a kid grab me by my shirt. Oh, they don't like if you're or whatever, you get a shirt.
Easy with the mic, though. Easy with the mic.
Oh, I think it's fine.
It's just gonna click.
Right.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right. The second day, I didn't really talk to too many people, and my uncle was like, you have to mingle, but know who you're mingling with. You know what I mean? Just because. And so the first thing is I went down to the movie theater, went in the, I screwed up, and they weren't mad. They were like, no problem, scat, more or less, in nice words though. And so everyone leaves, it goes in sectors. No one's locked up, to tell you. This DDU thing, remember? That's, I'm on a block. So they get, for some reason, they get the middle block. And I mean, I'm like, shouldn't it go away? That's when my head is, I have ADD bad, like diagnosed. And anyways, my tier left prior to me, like I said, I don't know. And it's like a rule. You have to be with your people, like. I didn't know all that. Like, how the hell would I friggin' manual?
Right.
And so this is 3 days after I'm there. I'm out, I go out, take a right now. Some dude was on the floor, hawked.
Wow.
We're talking about not laying, very bad. I was like, can I go home now? You know what I mean? And anybody that says they weren't scared, go. They need to get a medical.
Just reminds you where you're at too,
I
right?
could just feel it. You know, like when I was in, I'm like, I'm not doing it. You're not doing it, L, Billy. You're not doing it, L. Just do it. But when you do that, now you look like a lame.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's when you want to push, like, not to be rude.
Tough line to toe, huh?
Yeah, like if you do that, it's kind of fucked up.
So okay, so this time, so you're at Walpole. How long are you at Walpole now, and how much time do you have left in your bid at that point?
I went straight to Walpole.
So you still got a good amount of time. So,
No, they took out. I got 2 cases. They hate that they got. What do you call it? They got a one person said no. What is that called?
what? Not guilty?
Yeah,
hung
you
jury.
have to get hung jury. And the judge was like, "Go back in. This is gonna get taken care of." And I should have never done it. I could have just went in front of the judge, do a judge type.
Yeah, bench trial.
So he was so pissed. I think he had to eat or something. That when they came back out, they were like, "We're gonna have to get a bench trial." And the judge is like, "What do you like? Basically, would you go in front of me right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have my life." I was like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah." And I could see the judge have sympathy on some little shit that is doing a bunch of time. That's not bad enough. You know what I mean? So I got out, like I said, February 1st, and they put a big, you do months in the feds, and so they slapped me at that. He was not a bad judge, and he looked at the jury guy, like, and he was like, "I'll talk to you after." I don't know what ever happened with that, but like, that was the first time. I know that you got your first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, "What this shit? What? I'm going home." You know what I mean? And the judge, he brought me back to his court because I was doing 8 years still. But
for the state?
7 for the feds. And I did almost like dollar for dollar with that.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, I just really don't feel right with what they said. We're going to blah, blah, blah. Okay. It was they call it something. They just said, "You're good."
Okay,
you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Sentence reconsideration.
Reconsideration.
Yeah, 15 minutes. I was all set.
Okay.
And I haven't really looked back. I went.
So
I
let
went
me
to Shirley Max though.
That's what I was gonna say. After Walpole, is that where you went?
Yeah.
To Shirley? So talk about that.
All right. I had just done 3 years in DDU for stabbing, and then years later, I did 5 years and a month in the box, whatever, and that fucked my whole head up.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think so.
So talk about that. Talk about the mental health ramifications of all that isolation DDU time and like some of the things that you've seen and struggled with yourself.
I was there when I can't say the names because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
say no name. I
but
like to talk about the people that are here.
Yeah.
Me and that's it.
I was like, that wasn't cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the question? I didn't understand it.
So talk about
how I did going in.
So talk about like the mental health.
Oh, that's right. All right.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
what happens from being all the isolation time, mental health wise?
Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with 10 Block.
I know of it. Yep.
Yeah. I was married to that thing pretty much, because I can't say no, man. Like, but I was cool. Like, I have black dudes.
So for the for the people that don't know, 10 Block is pretty much the whole.
It is the whole, and if you stay there, if you get DDU classified to DDU, you wait there, and that's not fun. Yeah. They bring idiots in there.
But you lived there, huh, for a while?
Oh, I waited almost 10 months to go over to
DDU.
Yeah, and I think if someone says that DDU, 10 Block is cool. You got to get shit fixed. They mentally torture you.
Some people like DDU better than 10 Block.
I love, and I'll tell you, with the thing that happened with me, I have mental health issues. No one talked about that shit. It just started coming about like 5 years, through this team from Ohio State came in, and I was one of the people they picked. They wanted to do like, what do you, kind of what you're doing, but they just had a list of things. Mm-hmm. And they were like, wow, like not that I was anything, but like they were like, you had a pretty rough up kind,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and whatever.
And you know, sometimes you don't realize that till someone tells you that.
Absolutely, 100%. I look back now. I'm not good. I have a great therapist now,
No.
but I have a psychiatrist thinks he wants to therapize me, if that's a word. And he wants to poke and prod at me. And it's bringing shit back.
But
in my head.
I didn't mean to get you sidetracked. Talked about that. The Ohio State, they were coming in and they were doing that.
They did it under the cover. I don't even know what the word is, but it had to be at the superintendent, the mayor, and governor. What was his name? He's African.
DePaul Patrick.
And I'll tell you one story. It's hard. That gets hard for even you. You would. They did a thing for. It was 11 of us, and they didn't tell us, like, whatever.
So like a research study kind of thing?
Did you ever hear of, what was that? My brain.
Ohio State, they did 11 of y'all.
They came in, it's a block that started in Shirley Max. They took the whole block. It's security threat group.
Okay, STG.
The STG, yep. Not DG, like, you know.
STG, yeah.
STG, yeah. It's kind of what dudes might, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't down with the get down, really. Me and Paul this is done. Let's not lose this. So when they took us, everyone's like, Kicker's like, yeah, where we going? Not. And they took us up there, and they had it all set up. They had TV for everyone in the cell. Like I had, you know, everything. And they're like, no, we'll take care of that. And I'm like, motherfucker, took my dope damn TV. And I couldn't get my TV till after I left. And they were like this big now. And I was like, wow. And GDU, I mean, STP, people think that, oh, it's a great place and da-da-da-da. What happens is those screws have to go severe, like, training to deal with us. And like me, I was fine for a couple of years because you're getting shit. We never had canteen over there. We got $25, which is nothing, but we got it. You know what I'm saying? And at the beginning, like, wow, this shit's all right. And these idiots didn't think I was right beside them. Like, they were talking. You know how DDU, you went to DDU, right?
No.
I know. All right.
JoJo was there, though. But
I was with JoJo for a long time. And N1 and P1. Anyways, I meant P2. He didn't hear it, but I heard it. And remember, there's 11 people. I sent the kite down, and he was, Paul, what? And so we made him work. We did 30 days, it came out to, making them work. You put in some work up there.
What do you mean, with the COs? Making who?
Oh,
like fighting move teams. What do you mean put in work? What do you do?
Everything. It's everything. There was some dudes up there that are probably still there because they know they can't. I could talk about it because you'll remember the damn news case, but they get to come there and do like get fresh air. They shouldn't be getting our air. I get angry just thinking about those dudes. But
So let me bring it back because I want to land the plane on the Ohio State thing. What ends up coming with that study or whatever it was?
So
do they have like results or something, or talk a little bit about?
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's in the max, and it was well set up, but they didn't get what they wanted for a while. You know, these kids are far from being a rapist and whatever. Like, they aren't that, so they're just crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I used to be like the ladies that took care of us, really took care of us. Like 5 dudes coming in, shields. I know about that. I had, I don't know, 47 fights in that place. And that's not to say anything, it's just to say, get ready for the get down if you really want to get it in. So how's this? My grandfather died on Saturday, and my mother was like, da-da-da, and one of the people that worked there was like the women, I mean, therapists.
From the college, right?
Yeah. No, they came in
With
and they redirected the whole thing.
Okay.
Like,
I see.
certain things like that they thought were gonna work, that they weren't working on.
They pretty much changed the system.
For the best.
No.
They really did. Like, our friend, he had 19 years in DU, Paul. I believe it was 19. It was something like that. He got a lot of time.
Yeah,
and he got out early, for being good. It was a good thing. The Ohio State thing, they got it in, like, legally. They did some great things for us. I can't say.
So what did they do? They got like some laws changed for you, or at least some policy?
Yeah, well,
institutional policy.
Remember I told you? Oh no, I didn't. They had to go through that schooling, and then when they come, now you're gonna get the real schooling. You know what I mean? And it's, this is like 10 women, this big, with skin is on. That's horrible. But anyways, they really cared like about what they did. You know what I mean? I was actually the first person that was in Walpole. They already did some people from the Concord Hole, and no one knew what the hell was going on. I can say that. I was always into whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, boom, they're coming. And I went against the grain, and I got nowhere. The girls, I would never hit a woman. But they will like, listen, just do what I say, and I'm going to get you out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know how many people said, can I get this, stop this dude, da-da?
Yeah.
Just the mental health. So you get out of, you get ready to get out of the box, STP, which is like DDU to tell you, but you get a lot of, you can go out a lot more. We got usually, I want to say 45 minutes, twice a week, I think. That's not cool. But we were on the like the roof, which was awesome. There you had it was caged in, feeling like a dog, but I didn't know it. Right. And they started different things, stuff we didn't hear about behind the door shit, until the door opened one day, and they're like, Alan, you want to go out? I was like, what? He's like, I want to go out in the chair, you and your buddy, just hang out, whatever. I was like, yeah. He's like, do you have to get any papers work to him? I was like, yeah. I'm thinking, and Paul, he wasn't get rid of that. It was nothing bad anyway. How you doing? I heard your grandmother passed on, things, and that's the type of shit you did when you didn't get in trouble. We didn't know that. This was like we getting shot. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And
so pretty much they came in to kind of to monitor the mental health situation.
They
people
did
in the
it in
hole and all
Walpole.
that
We didn't
stuff.
know it.
In
DDU, they had like the same exact stuff that the staff has to come up in DDU every day, and it's like this road runner. They go, "How you doing? Yeah, bye." Like that's so they stopped all that. If you were hitting cons, you're gone. Not like that, but gone. They can't go back to DDU because regular
population.
Yeah, because a lot of those guys got wrecked on, and now they're gonna get the business because now there's nothing on.
No doubt.
But all that shit does mess up with your mind. Go ahead.
Absolutely. All that isolation time, and even just if you're not doing whole time, just the max alone, it's a lot of cell time. So how long are you in the max for now? How long was Shirley Max
I did
for?
like a grip up there because it was so bad.
I heard it's tough to get out of there though.
You can't.
I
was on a level A.
Tickets.
You got a level A. You're not moving, dude. I had to escaped from Bill Ricker.
So when you say a grip, you was up there for what, 6 years?
About 6 years, 5-7, I think. And when I went in there, I was like, I love it, dude. I love it. And then they start doing.
Talk about that. What do you think it was that you loved about it, right? Because to most people watching this, that's like not normal thinking. Like, talk about that to you. What did you love about it?
I love, like, kind of unity. Like, dudes were only Walpole dudes, because some dudes were like in the hole, and they'll just leave you in Concord. Forget about you being there, But when I first went, only time when I went to the Max, and then I'm in DDU. What is DDU, right? I got out, and my mother told me to get a coffee.
No. Hold up. No. What did you love about the Max? What did you love about? You said you loved being in the Max. Talk about that mindset. What did you love about it?
They
you said
were
the
horrified.
unity and all that.
Nah, screws were horrified. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell you how many screws got punched out and stabbed. Right? You remember that one? You were young.
So talk about that. What happened?
I was in the med line, and Screw said whatever, and the other dude was like, yeah, I know, right in his throat. Wow. It was on ABC. And you could find. I forget his name.
I forget if I was locked up when it happened. But
yeah, it was
I definitely have seen, all that.
I've seen a few of them. I've seen bad stabbings, like I've seen a lot of little baby stabbings too. Like, you know, I actually got stabbed the day before I went home, 2 days before I went home. Yeah. He got it. Yeah.
What's going through your mind? Like, you don't got to talk about the incident or whatever.
No,
I don't know how all that works, but like, what's going through your mind? You're about to go home in 2 days. You're like sitting there.
I was head runner, right? And they did that because I really think that I never fucking told at all. And I could have sued the shit out of this place many times. Like, you know, broke my femur, broke my all my ribs, and this was for it's for me getting that big ADU bed, the screw. That when I came back, they were like, "Oh, how you doing?" So one of them was like, "Hey, come here."
What was that DDU bid for again?
Oh, assault and battery. Assault and battery on a screw. Okay. And possession of a knife. Okay. I didn't use the knife. Okay. Actually, someone who knew would not give it to me. He used to hold the shoulder. And I'm like, give it. He's like, for what? I said, I was really plugged.
Not
he
doing
he wouldn't let me do it.
Hey, sometimes you gotta have somebody to talk to you. You know what I mean? I always say 24. If someone's that emotional, if you feel the same way tomorrow, maybe I'll give you. You gotta calm down though. At least 24-hour rule, bro.
You've been that. You've always been like that. I wasn't.
No doubt. So, all right, I want to bring it back to the question where, okay, 2 days before you go home, you get poked up. What's going on through what's going on through your mind? What's going on?
I'm like.
You said you were a runner.
I was a runner. I was the head runner. People don't whatever. I was a runner. I did nothing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people did nothing. But it was like I said, I'm getting ready to go home. Everything, and this kid, man, he was a Crip. He's from North Cambridge, and he thinks he's bad. Like I'm in his head. I know more about Cambridge than you do. There was East. There was your people.
East Cambridge.
Yeah, and they were up there. You know. But anyways, he was Caucasian, and he joined a lot of black guys, and I was like, he cut me. I was trying to grab my grub, and he went like this. And I was like, dude, what's it? Are you fucking insane? Little guy. But
wow.
Now I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't let this happen. I was like, hey, when you meet me upstairs, and you know what my cell is, you know, we can do it in the cell, or we can do whatever the hell you want to do it. And he's like, all right. That was because the door was shut. I said, all right, I'll talk to you, bro. Say your prayers. I said something stupid and wise. So I was only in for 15 minutes because we're out all the time. I had to be like, can you shut my door?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I go up there and this kid, big old jumpy kid, had gotten his ear like, you gotta stab this dude. You gotta. When they wouldn't do anything to, not just because I'm at me.
Right.
These dudes, they're lame. Like, you know, even working out doesn't mean
something
shit.
That they wouldn't even do.
Right. And I felt bad for him afterwards. First off, he got it off his boy. This thing was like, I'm glad it was what it was. I've seen a lot of little baby stabbings too. Like, you know, I actually got stabbed the day before I went home, 2 days before I went home. He comes up, he had a sweatshirt, and he was like this. So I was just, we're gonna do this? He's like, get me here, boom, 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 boom. And when he was down, he got me a couple times. I got a couple boom, like, I ain't stripped, you know, all over. And I'm like, I'm going home in the morning. And that was pretty much it. He was like, I got a message from out there.
So what happens with like as far as the administration? This is something that like pretty much.
It's on a regular.
No. So did somebody get in trouble? Did he go to the hole? Was it in the cell? Did people see it?
So I told dude, I was like, where do you want to do this? My cell's right there, and
so he did.
He did just try to get me like he like this because he got me 3 times, 2 times, and this
is out on the tear then. He didn't make it to the cell.
Yeah, he was like, okay, kind of. And when he was moving back, boop, you're all done. Your balance is off. Yeah. And but then I was like, you stabbed me, thinking I'm the king, bro. You know what I mean? And he shot. He's from Canada. I told you. Yeah. He shot a cop out here, and you're part of the, right at the court around there. And he's a pencil shooter, you know, he's trying to shoot the floor. So, you know, so I shot a cop. Not wanting to hurt nobody, especially this cop. He got 25 years on and after.
Sheesh.
So hold that.
Yeah, that's a
But
tough one.
I felt bad for him because he was trying to be this gang person. I don't care what you are. Okay, do you?
Yeah.
But they set him up, man, because they could.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hit me. You know what I mean? Like, pick on me, bro.
I think with that too, some people like to stir the pot. They like to see
wouldn't
excitement.
do
I'm the
anything.
type, I want to keep my friends out of trouble.
Absolutely.
And, like, unless we absolutely have to, it's
Well,
necessary.
you know that. I know that.
You know?
I don't start
I don't want
anything
to
except
see
my
people
car.
crash out, bro. I want to see us get out, man.
JoJo especially, bro.
Yeah, my little brother's been sitting in, 16 years now.
I was with him for 15 years. I was on the block with him for 13 before he went down Shirley Medium. And they kept him in the cage down there. So, like, as I was told, I haven't seen, like, I talked, actually.
You and DDU with him too?
Absolutely.
He says what's up. I talked to him before you got here.
Tell him to get on me.
Yeah, I will.
You know,
I'll give you a call.
I forgot my wallet. You see me going in there.
We'll give you a
Not
call.
only that, my watch. And I did get on. I broke the door. I wasn't gonna make it.
So, all right. So let's talk about this, right? Shirley Max.
Max.
Do you wrap up from the max? Do you end up hitting the medium? Or talk about that?
I never got a move. Not even a bowel movement. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't.
It's a long bed, yeesh.
Yeah,
no bowel movements? No, sir.
Oh, yeah. Put one up. Like that.
So you stayed up in the max the whole time?
I enjoyed it, though.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Wasn't like out here, oh, my God, the max is like that. It isn't. It just isn't.
And you wrapped up from the max?
I wrapped up. That wasn't, yeah, I did.
Okay.
But it's not like, oh, my God.
No,
like
no, I know.
I wish I could stand over here and see how some people
So what about
how hard it is.
No, I get it. So, okay, the max, you like the max, right? But
No, hated it. I love Walpole. It's like I lost my girlfriend.
Oh,
Like, for real.
okay. So talk about when you get out, right? Now, do you have any probation? And what's the adjustment period like? And what happens when you get out the max? You wrap up.
All right, I wrapped out. No one else. That's kind of crazy. No one in the prison got out except me on this particular day. And
Just goes to show. That's how. I mean, that's
it
the one
just
big
is
difference
what it is,
between
man.
state and county. County, my mother goes.
Oh, they don't care.
I'm gonna go every day.
Absolutely, they have like a truck full. Can I get that 60?
So you're the only one to get out.
So, well, I'm getting ready to get out. I cried my eyes out. It was my mother, like big. She didn't like. It was me to cry. My kind of. You know, I was like, whoop, whoop. She's like, "What's the matter?" I was like, "Everything. I love you, Ma. I love you, Ma." And but that's that. The next day, I had it. Remember, I was in STP. I told you. That's a psych block. It's like
block.
well, not a psych block. It's the people that get to major trouble. I didn't. It was all hearsay. That go there, like, and we were like, oh, they were telling us, like, oh, we're gone, man. Basketball, blah blah blah.
So you get out the next, and what happens?
The night before, well, I got stabbed. And
A couple nights before.
So I asked the screw, can you just, me and you, walk down to my property? Like, he was cool. I hate saying that, but people work in those environments, they don't have no cages in front of them. Right. You know what I mean? So I go, get out. I'm still, they had an appointment for me to go or not to go. You know what I mean? I had it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So with who? Because usually if you gotta wrap up, you wrap up. I mean, there's not much they could do, no? Or
yeah, they can.
Talk about it.
It's just good for people that go and have stuff. Listen, be real. That's what I tell them, and you'll get the right result. You know what I mean? It's scary.
So it's like, so you had to get approved mental health wise to get out? Was that what it was?
Yeah, they got me. I had to sign everything when I got sent in there, and so you're good. Like, I mean, I signed so many waivers. I was like drawing pictures like waivers, but through them, you got like a whole bunch of paperwork and of getting out and
like reentry stuff and people to
they
see.
Wouldn't let, how's this? My wife will tell you this, and it's a disgrace.
What happened?
I get out, not this time, from the courthouse because I was on the API, so they just said we don't want them. Sent me to Bridgewater. So I went in front of a judge. I got like what is it? That same thing.
Reconsideration.
Sentence. Yeah. They screwed up. I was supposed to go home in 2 days, whatever. So I go home and then I go to the max. No, what was it you wanted to know?
So that when you got out the max,
what happened?
What happens? You get out the max.
Get,
what's next for you? Are you on probation?
I wrapped it.
Wrapped
Straight
it. Wrap.
Yeah, wrapped in a bow.
Put a bow.
I'm out of here. The worst thing in the world is getting out of prison and having no plan. You know what I mean?
Fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Absolutely. If you people don't like to talk about their mental illness or talk about why they're fucking going like this when you're going in the store. Man, I do backflips almost. Like when I first got out. I'll tell you a quick story. I get out of Walpole and I go somewhere else. I had to go back to Walpole. My mother's like, So anyways, I get discharged, like released, and one of the screws lady said, Kathy, you know, God loves you, my mom. And so my mother's driving, we're going home, and she's like, you want a coffee? I was like, yeah, that'll be good. And like I got out and what do you call it? Went inside and I started, we're talking about 9 a.m. on a Tuesday in businesses everywhere. Yeah. Everyone
was
wants.
Was it because the amount of so many people that made
no,
the
like,
heart race?
No. It's when I got out.
Yeah.
My mother was she's like, here's a card. Just go grab crayon, whatever she wanted. That's what I was trying to say.
Croissant crayon.
Yeah, croissant crazy. I don't know. I still can't read it right. I know, that's why I'm here.
It's all good,
what do you cost? I said, oh yeah, all right. And the lady's like, that'll be whatever. In my head, that'll be what? I puked over everything.
Wow, bro.
And some lady was like, I saw the guy get out. He wanted to do something. Why? Because I had a DOC jacket. Didn't say DOC. Remember the little Carhartt? That's what it was. And my mother's like, I'm extremely sorry for this. And he's like, obviously we got to get him out of here. He's got sickness or something. And my mother's like, what happened? So I don't know, Mom. I smelled something and like, just paranoid. Paranoid. Yeah. Like the next day, the institution, the people, the good people, they had this is awesome about those people. People say, swine lovers. Well, guess what? They had a really good therapist set up for me, not some Joe Mack. The person who gives the meds out, whatever he is, was awesome. Yeah. He wasn't like, oh, I can't give you this because, you'll go to heroin or whatever.
Right. Gateway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they had it all set up on a good way. They were like, we talked to, this people and the head of the thing in Ohio, and we think that you just have to go for a day, go down there, and if you would, you're gonna let me come by every whenever I want. Like, I was so to get that goodness back. I was like, yeah, whatever. So that was that, and but as far as getting back to it, because this is more or less my thing, is that people don't talk about what they like to talk about. If you got a good friend and you can't sleep because you've seen someone get their neck sliced, and you're all not paranoid because whatever, but in your head, did that just you know what I mean?
No, I've been like that. I would always keep things in. I would feel like I don't want to be complaining. You know what I mean? Feel like I'm complaining and bothering people. Like who wants to hear people complain? You know what I mean? Especially someone's in a good mood, you start complaining. It's like that negativity. Man. But but you got to talk to people and having that therapist. Like how important has that been, bro? Like the therapy.
Well, I waited 3 months to open my mouth. I was like, they're here to get me. That's what I've been diagnosed with some good shit, and so that's like.
But eventually, you did open up.
She was not gonna stop, because I don't have to do this. Right. This was the shit from I can go back and finish up in the max 4 months. It would have been by no. I just gave it a chance, and I had that in my head at the max, and I was trying my hardest to kind of build that thing with the doctors. And finally, one day, I think it was 3 months. It might have been like 2 months, but it was a little while. I was like, I'm going to give this a chance. Just, this motherfucker keeps on talking.
If Tony Soprano could do it, he could do it.
I swear, right? I started talking, and she goes, I don't have a session after this. I was like, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I don't cry, I just cry. And I mean, no one's going to see it anyways. But yeah, that was like one of the better days that I've had, you know what I mean? because I've always, and I'm not whining, you know me, I don't whine. But cops pull me over, like, why? Because I got tattoos and stuff. And then it's like when you get such a severe case, they go back to the roots. Okay, it's from, I had a place in Malden. I went to my mother's house. They got a boot in the door while I was in jail. They were looking for a jewelry guy.
Wow.
And I was in jail. Do you have homework?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And they get away with that, though. That's unnecessary. That should not happen.
My mother said, we're going to get a lawyer. I said, no, you're not. That's how insane I was. Not fighting, not any. I was so, how do I say it? Prison brain.
Institutionalized.
Eating like this and stuff. I was like, Mom, no, you do that. I'm never taught you're a rat. She's like, I'm like, you tell on anybody.
I had something where I could have had a lawsuit years back. I'm looking back like, what an idiot.
Yo,
now, like, nah, we don't do that, bro.
And I get a fuck. We would put our money together and buy a big friggin' house.
No doubt.
You know? So that shit has happened.
So let's talk about this, man, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of, sometimes movies, music, there's a lot of glorification of prison and like, it makes you cool, feathering the cap and all that, right? So I like to ask, what are some of the worst parts about prison in your opinion?
Really?
Yeah, the worst.
The worst thing?
The worst part of it. I know we make the most of it, but.
My mother's visits, her having to come all the way to Shirley broke me. Literally broke me, where I was like, don't come up. She's like, I'm coming. You're going to do that to your mother? And
she more did it for her than you because those visits are really
they're for real.
Bittersweet.
Like
when they leave, it's almost like getting locked back up.
Yeah, like if up in that thing in the max, you still don't get to touch your mom. It's in glass. And downstairs, right? They can touch your mother. Go get just
whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. And there's like
visits.
Now we have 30 guys full the block or 20. It doesn't matter.
Talk about what. Yeah. So what else though? What about is it dehumanization going on there? What else are some of the worst parts
There's
about
some
prison?
people that are really, like you and I could fake it till you make it. There's some guys up there, especially there's 2 people, shouldn't be even in prison, and they get tortured. Like bad, doing life, both of them. And I think about them, not every day, I ain't a liar, but I do think about them when I smell a thing of popcorn.
We talk about solid dudes?
Solid,
okay.
well,
that
they are solid. They killed one kid killed somebody that raped the sister or some shit like that, and the other one was mentally ill, strong as a bull, and he took chunks out.
No,
that's crazy.
Right, yeah. You think about them? You still think about them from time to time?
Well, no,
time to time.
I do, but there's guys that I can forget their names, but that get hurt for nothing. Like they just know
by
that
the COs.
Yeah, screws up. They do whatever the fuck they want, right? It's almost gang warfare, and when you're out, especially. Like the thing with me, I came back and they wanted to get revenge on the dude. I already did 3 years for him, dude. I didn't know they were gonna do this. So I go to chow, first time. I go out, come back, you gotta get on the right side. I walk out, say, hey, what's going on, Stevens? I remember that. And the guy, Screw over there was like, Johnson was like, hey, Alan. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you want? So just come here for 1 second. And I was like, what's he want? He's like, I think you got to go over there. I was like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? I go over there, and they're like, we've seen a knife on you in the CT in Charlestown. I'm facing back. I'm not. They got my back. I'm going on. There's nothing going on. But there was 6 of them. They were all Adams' friends, the cop Adams, and so I went in and never got out. Like. I got the dog snipped. They fucked me up.
Was it in
this
your cell?
Walpole.
No, but where?
It was
in your cell, right under.
That's what I hated about Shirley Max. The dude can get. What do I do? Already I'm in intro. What do you mean? What do you do? You know what I'm saying?
So they bundled you. Yeah.
They bundled me. They broke my femur. My ribs still hurt. They broke all except for the top one. This thing is just gone. That was from here. I was happy that I got a good one, and he was like, but the other 5, they gave me a whipping to where I didn't really wake up until I got to BMC hospital. They have a thing for, I guess I was hurt more than I thought I was. And the nurse was like, he cannot walk.
Wow.
What do? Walk. It's at least 50 yards from the administration to getting out. It's like far. And then they put the bracelets on me. I mean, that's crazy.
So I got another question too.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, you got quite a lot
Story.
of time in
Yeah.
though too. But I'm talking about there's a lot of time to self-reflect, man. Talk about some of that. What have you learned about yourself during these times of self-reflection, whether that be while you were locked up or even with the therapy? Like, talk about some things you learned about yourself.
I'm not a piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's forever. You're a piece of shit. Lock up, convict. You know what I mean? That's the worst thing. People say, I went out. I did my bid on the toilet. They're better than me then.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So I mean, my therapist that I got, she looked me in the eyes. The other people never looked me in the eyes.
No doubt.
She'd be like, what's really going on? As long as she was like, she got a hold of my brain. Like, and I just talked to her about everything. Like everything. She might like throw up. And she ended up going to California, but her boss took me. So I have really good
Support system. Yeah.
People that know me know that I could be outside in left field without a baseball glove. And that's actually like gotten better. I haven't hurt anybody physically.
Yeah.
It's one person, and the dude super deserved it. I've done a lot of like praise because he loves me no matter what.
God, yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't be where I am today.
So let's talk a little bit. I'm gonna get this, and this is gonna lead into the God thing too.
Right.
I want to talk about when did addiction become part of your story, bro? Was that
I'm a late bloomer.
Was this in prison?
I started right then. Like I didn't even know what heroin was, and the guys that got the thing for my father, they were like, here, and I didn't know it was like chalky. Give me a finger. He goes, just to do a little. I'm like, fuck you, like junkie shit. You know what I mean? And I kind of looked at the stuff. I didn't even know how to. And he goes, is it good? I was like, oh yeah. But I said, Bob, it's not me, dude. So he goes, just try this. Crushed it, and that was a wrap. I ended up doing, like Jojo will tell you, I had the mule of mules. Great. Great. I had a good connect to bring this crap in, and I really didn't let it go. And I got out.
So I mean,
that's why
you could have made a lot of money off of that too.
You should do 2/3 to send out and 1 for me, and I got it once a week. So you sell. They're called billy bags, and I'd make huge lines, and like all equal. Yeah, and you sell one thing, like one
glove?
line. Line finger for 100.
Okay. Wow.
So you're making a grip.
Okay, so by the time you get out, are you
sober? Yes.
Okay, so talk about that journey. When do you get sober? Was it the DDU or?
No, I was doing better than that from the lawyer thing, and that was kind of a trip with your money. But anyways, I just was like, I'm going home soon. What am I gonna do? All I've been doing, not all, but most of the shit I've been doing is either, I was just fucking bringing shit in nonstop, and then you become everyone's friend. I don't want friends.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So was it something where that you got sick from like?
Oh yeah.
Detoxing? Like talk about that.
Yeah, people used to tell me, people didn't even know it was high, because I didn't want anyone to think I'm a junkie. And
that was stigma. Right?
Yeah, and it isn't. Like, if somebody, if I decided to tell you what's really going on, it's not. Everyone does it for a reason, probably not good.
Right.
You're not going to go get married and then have after the married thing, and what do you call it, and go get high, right? That's how I thought. I know plenty of people said, what are you doing? I said, we got off coke and dope. No. I'm like, you just got married. But,
so you had to pretty much sit there and kick cold turkey? Or how did...
I was on Klonopins, and they knew I was dope. They said, listen, anyone tell you about this, you're not getting in trouble. All right. So 9 of us I was taking care of. They're like, okay. And they gave us like some sort, like the same stuff you would get if you were in a
Program?
detox place.
Okay.
But not like super great, but better than you would be. And I was, there's one thing I could say is I was doing just enough to be like, all right,
so it wasn't
you know what I mean?
super bad. The detox
Did when
wasn't.
I came out, I kicked a habit like kickball.
So I thought you had said you got out sober. Was that something that you got out sober and then you went back and then
I went back,
spiraled, or what happens? Like, how do you go from getting out sober to now?
Now mind you, my mother, she hooked me up when I came home, all geared up. You know what I mean? And I got a good mom. When someday you might meet her. Yeah, but anyways,
love to.
I seen one of my friends down. I wanted to see what Mass and Cass was about. You know what I mean? So I go to BMC, and I'm thinking it's the old BMC. It's on the other side, the emergency room. This lady's like, yeah, cut through here. Then. So I went to Dunk Donuts. I see all these people, whatever. So I'm taking my coffee. What the fuck? 7, 8 of my friends coming in, you know, and then that was just the first thing. So many people, you don't even know what to do with this. Like, so kill them or hug them. That's what I always say.
So all it took was that one time going down Mass and Cass, and pretty much you were back on, or what happens?
No, I don't get high. I'm only out for a little while, and I just didn't want that like life. I did hear about it, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I have a retirement plan. Either
+1617.
Is that yours? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's my motorcycle. So sorry about that. Sorry. What was that at? Because you talking.
So pretty much.
Oh, about me getting started.
You got out. You were sober.
I saw
you go down to Mass
friends.
Cass. I was thinking that's where it started. You said you
didn't,
but you still eventually did.
Yeah, I did.
Mess up. So talk about how you
better.
eventually relapsed.
All right, remember my sister? Okay. She came home when she was 25. She's 27 now. And my mother didn't tell me this because she just did it. And not because she's getting it off people, just I would be not proud of her still. So anyways, I go, Ma, you got to tell me. Has she been on, whatever. So, and it was when she called me. She says, Billy, can you come here? I was like, yeah. So I go there. And she's like, Billy, I don't know how to say this, but Beansy, so I call her Kathleen, Keeny Beanie. And she'll just come home. Well, so I get there. I go, it's so important. Your sister hasn't been around for 3 days, the 4th day. I'm like, call her again. Like, I'm like, what? Like, she's crazy as a bed bug, but she don't, you know? And my mom's like, I'm getting to this weird, like, I'm a knot here. Something she wouldn't say. Anyways, and she goes, I haven't talked to her in 3 days. Oh, she's like, I'm gonna go to the cops. I says, give me a chance. Let's fuck them, because they're not gonna do shit. You know what I mean? I pour last name, fucks everybody up that's around me. So I'm like, oh, what can I do? I says, where's a regular spot? Mass and Cash. She said, okay. I got a whole bunch of clonidines I had. They gave them to me for anxiety, and clonidines. And I'm like, all right, this might help her out. So I get it, and I actually took the train right to wherever it is in the Orange Line, and I got my mother's like, the methadone line, it's open from this to this, and a lot of guys sell drugs because they're on the clinic, which makes no sense to me. But anyways, I go down to Dunkin' Donuts, and it's like 10 o'clock, so I just got the real, and I'm in Dunkin's, and some girls are, hey, how you doing? It's a prostitute. I was like, oh, I'm doing great. How's your eyeliner? No, she's messed up. And I go, hey, do you know Kat? She's like, yeah. I was like, go get her and I'll take care of you. And so she's like, all right. Someone else comes up. I say, hey, how you doing? I'm all right. Where you from? That deal. I'll go look for her. So I go, I'm like, this isn't working. It's been an hour. I walked over to this thing, like, you know, going to the port. I hate the port. You know, like where they go through to get on the bus to go to Island. They used to have like something in Quincy.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
no,
about?
but I'm not sure where it is.
It's
but
in Quincy, and like they used to take a bus there. It's had to get demolished because like
And that's where they took you?
they
or-
took her,
Oh, okay.
and so I mean no, that's where she was going.
Okay.
So somebody said, "Is somebody?" I was big then. Some big old hoodoo looking for Kathleen, and his name's Salamander. That was my kid name, whatever. And she was like, I didn't see her since she's been out yet. Like I was out 3 days. You know what I mean? She's like, Bill. I'm like, how you doing? She's like, I'm all right. I said, yeah, you coming home? Like, she's like, I'm not going. I'm just not. And all I'm hearing is, you said you were going to take care of me then. I was like, whoosh, you know what I mean? And I did tell her, she was, Billy, I have it and a half. And I was like, I know how it is. But she's doing it intravenously. And it's my baby. It's my sister, my first sister. And I said, well, let me learn what you do. She's like, what do you mean? I said, let me hang out with you. She's like, you don't want to hang out with me. I says, actually, I really do. So we went to this house, and she went to the bathroom for like 10, 20 minutes. I know what she's doing, and she can do that. If I hear, I got to go in. So she did that, and she said, that's enough now. And she said, Bill, da-da, and took a nap. And I'm out here we're doing this. It's a black guy. We're like us. Like, what are we going to talk about? So finally, I was like, what the hell is my sister doing in your bed? Well, she stays at times. Like, okay, that's not going to work anymore. So my sister's like, all right, Billy, I'll leave him. I'll be right back. Linux Projects is right there. She goes down there. I lose her. And that late night, my mother got the knock, and she came home. But that's addiction at its
So how
worst.
did that lead? How did that lead to you
Me?
relapsing though? Where does your relapse come in?
I started to sell.
Okay.
And
then
you know the deal.
I know the deal.
You know
with
what
that.
I mean?
Okay. So I wanted to move on and talk a little bit about God. Like what? So like when did that become like really important to you? And like talk about how and what it's been like.
This is a little. All right. I've been a Christian since I was 5, 6. My mother was a Catholic. I was an altar boy, you know what they are. So I wasn't a Catholic anymore. It's just the whole church. Nyland died. So anyways, but I knew the word, the Bible. And I went to a Christian school, not like a school where you like pray to the Christian flag. I went to one that like was really into God, and you could choose your denomination. Cause a lot of people are like, I'm a Catholic, but I'm Christian. I'm like, no kidding, you guys have been Christians forever, and what happened to you guys is horrible. So anyways, for years, I went to Christian school.
Okay.
And then I told you about the 5th grade fight.
Yeah.
And my mother's like, she's like, it costs a little money. And she's like, do you like things? Because I always said, it was at the church. It's like, what's down back there? And got interested in she put in for a thing, and I went to school there, and I learned about God. So they put me in a contest, like people of my age, one up, one down, or the same, and they had you could win awards, like you know what I'm saying. You got a little bit of money.
What did you have to do for it?
Well, there's different things.
Okay.
I was the pastor, and I made a sermon about. In Acts it has a lot of faith-based, like believing in your faith, and there's a lot of ways that you don't think. But I learned my own lesson doing reading the Bible.
So you got into God pretty early. You went to school, and you really liked it, enjoyed it. Was that something that you kept with you throughout all this time, or did you through like all the time in jail and prison, or was that something that you kind of maybe fell back and then? What brought you back? What brought you back? Was it something that brought you back, or has he always been a big part of your life?
I just did that. Oh well.
It's all good.
So I don't know what it is. I'm probably the weirdest person you met in here. But anyways.
So has he been? So pretty much has he been consistently someone that you chose to keep in your life and wanted it to be accept God in your life, or did you? I don't veer off a little bit.
I veered off, slipped up. Gone on the top of the hood. But God's always been a pain in the ass to me because I know I'm doing the thing wrong and he's talking to me.
He's got big expectations for you.
And so this this contest. She's like, my mother and my uncle were like, let me hear it. I'm like, They're like, just let us hear it. And I was all right. I spelled every word wrong, but I did it. And my mother was like, my Uncle Shimmy's a Christian. He was the principal of his own, at his church. He was the principal they had a school there. So he was that and the coach.
Yeah.
And I loved it. You know what I mean?
Win? Did you win the contest?
Oh, that thing! I came in second place, and they screwed up.
Okay.
And they put me in the 16 to 19 bracket, and I got in second place.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's probably better than first place in your division.
When they do it, you walk out. I felt like I was graduating from something.
That's cool,
and it was, when something just feels good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I couldn't have done it without Jesus. Like, shit I've done. Some people think it's cool, not me, but think that life is cool. It's about as cold as a friggin' boiling water. It's really not a cool thing. And a lot of things with me, I just didn't want to. I was the only boy. I don't want to be picked on type. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I chose that life, and now I got disciplined. You know what I mean? I got diabetes. I got all kinds of stuff on. Bipolar, both sides, documented. Not these people like, I got bipolar.
So I want to talk a little bit about the future. Like, what are some goals you have moving forward, and what are some things you want to do with this chance at freedom? And a lot of people don't have the chance at freedom at life in general. What are you looking forward to? What are some goals you have moving forward?
There's a woman out there that's just waiting for me, and we're gonna get married.
Awesome.
And,
that's beautiful.
When we're not fighting, we get along great. No, we don't fight. We do normal stuff. But I look forward to just a day at a time. Enjoy the moment. And I mean, we don't have a lot of moments. I'm 52 now. Like, shit goes by, brother.
Well, I'm glad that you came here, and this is a great moment for me, man. And this is something that I'm always gonna look back on, my man Billy. So why was it important for you to come up here and tell your story? Why is that important, bro? And why should people listen?
Because people that know me, most of my shit's not lying. It's false if I say it's a story with juice on it.
A little seasoning.
Yeah, man. No one wants to hear a big story with any BS.
No doubt.
I see. But I wanted to see you because I admire and really respect you, because you are a troubled kid, like a lot of us. But you doing what you do, bro, just keep doing it. You save lives, especially because you talk about the Lord. Some people have their finger up behind their back, like F you or whatever. But you're out there, like you talk about it. It's not your number one goal in this, but you have a chance. Yeah, you got to come out to Gloucester, man.
I will. Especially, it's a beach town, and I'm a beach guy for sure, man. So, all right, before I let you go, man, if there was like one thing that you would hope someone could get from your story, what would that be? Something positive, maybe a story of hope, or like talk about that. What if there's one thing some person could get from hearing your story? What do you think it is, or would be?
Well, you said good ones. Don't believe everything you hear, and not what you see. But no, I really, I want to see guys, women do good. Use this platform, whatever platform. You don't need a platform, you know what I mean? But it's good to have what you have, because there's a lot of people who don't have any family left. And if they were on here, that'd be right. They'll be all right. But you have it on like social media. But you're doing good, man.
Thank you, bro. And I guess, so some last words for the audience, man, or if, tell the people some last words, or anybody you want to shout out, or use this moment however you want, bro.
All right. Man, being free is good. Being able to talk to my mother is better. My wife to be. I just want peace. I want to be like this. I don't care about being up here. I don't want to be down here. I want to help people, you know what I mean? I really do. I could do it when I was younger. I did that preaching stuff, and I'm still a little bugged out, even though it's been, 8.5 years I've been out. The cops in Gloucester, because she was married, she works for the court, and her not her, the husband's mother was all over the place because she broke up with him, divorced. And I was with her. It was like I got out of prison 2 weeks later. I'm with her, and her mother was on my, why I was in jail.
Yeah.
Told the dicks, until DTs come, and I got out of the car, pointing. Now, mind you, there's no lines on my street. They had some things from a woman that I had a machine gun and cocaine. I was running guns and this stuff. So I got arrested, dude. I forgot to tell you, I got a case. Yeah. And I went there, and I looked over, and I see her like this. And they were like, yeah, change of venue. Because I was like, and but I did end up getting 6 months for not a license. And they said I went over the lines. Mm-hmm. I could have done whatever I wanted. There hasn't been lines there ever. But I can't even tell on a cop. That's how I am.
Absolutely.
It just is what it is. Like, know what it is? People in Gloucester see me, hey, Billy, how you doing? And I love it. I do stuff at this place called Core. Do it. It's free. There's so many things to do there, and it's all brand new. Like, they feed on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Everybody's cooking and stuff. Nice. And, like, I'm going to be a case manager. That's what my thing is. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to start off.
Awesome.
Maybe I'll...
Looking forward to it, bro. Hey, Billy, I appreciate you coming
problem,
through, man. Guys, that's Billy Hallahan right there. Yeah. I'm B. Luke. This is the Bounce Back Podcast. Remember, it is what it is. What's next is what you make it. And on that note, we're out of here. Peace.
Bounce back. You got a moment when they see you down.